Okay, this is the
senior version of the Kea.
We've got the junior version.
We've got the junior Kea here. All right.
Charlie.
And the junior version of the Kea is brought to you by Jonathan Hotto.
Jonathan, true son of the land.
True son of the land. In fact, we are about to open the Chaotic Junior Choir.
Yes. True that way. Chaotic Junior Choir.
Yes, so send in your submissions.
And Jonathan, see if you have a baby with you and he's doing this chaotic, just get the voice note. Your
the voice note,
and we'll take it. Let me say happy birthday to Asanov Data Bank, and of course, a happy chaotic birthday. I like the way they understand everything. Now you come with happy chaotic birthday.
Exactly.
Because you know, I say happy chaotic birthday to Reina Jane Yoko Ato of Daddy Daycare, East Legon. This is coming from Nathaniel, Emilia, and your sister Nora Simeon. Wow, excellent one. Fire.
Of course. The Sports Center is brought to you by Jonathan
Yes, and then there's Walk with Lexus Bill. Don't forget.
And there's Walk with Lexus is coming up tomorrow.
Yes,
we're going up the Ebri Mountain.
We are walking. We
are walking up. It's a very chaotic walk tomorrow. The Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. Multi-TV, just thrills, and Cowbell Gold energy for winners. Exciting things are happening with MTN Momo. Keep using your MTN Momo wallets to make payments, send money, and just do more on your MTN Momo to build points. And you could win an iPhone X, Samsung S9 Plus, Samsung TV sets, and up to 2,000 Ghana cedis cash every month, plus many more exciting prizes. Dial *120# to check your points. Promo lasts till 31st October 2018. Please note, promo winners will be called only with 0244 300,000 to redeem their prize from the MTN office and not through text messages. Promo winners will not receive any promo codes. Promo winners do not have to pay anything to redeem a prize. Go on, just Momo it everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. George, it's a chaotic pop chain tomorrow.
Chaotic pop chain.
Very, very chaotic pop chain tomorrow at +233. Good morning to Billy. I don't know the way he mentions the name.
Charlie, no.
Anyway, but between now and the end
he's always in one key. I'll tell you the key later. He's always in one key.
Hey, is it a Mercedes-Benz key or is it a BMW key? Between now and the end of September, students of University of Ghana and KNUST can pay their academic and facility user fees at any Standard Chartered branch across the country and win lots of goodies, including iPads, flat screen TVs, branded notepads, and many more. You can make your payments at any of our collection points on UG Legon main campus, Accra City campus, and KNUST main campus when you return to school to begin your registration, or simply pay ahead before school reopens and present your slip at our campus branches to redeem your prize. Welcome back to school the Standard Chartered way. Have a semester to remember. Standard Chartered, here for good
and here for sports. So, Daniel, let's get into the Sports Center. And the Confederation of African Football Executive Committee will take a decision on whether Ghana will remain hosts of the 2018 Africa Women's Cup of Nations by the close of the day at an extraordinary General Assembly. Yeah, that's ongoing right now in Egypt. Now, yesterday, the Deputy General Secretary in charge of football development at CAF, Tony Baffo, noted how the country is behind schedule. But spokesperson of the Sports Ministry, Elvis Ajay tells Joy Sports, a lot has been done to convince CAF.
If you compare the August report, the first report that was sent by the LOC to CAF, and the yesterday's one that we sent. If you are privy to this report, you could see there is a vast difference between, the first report and the second report in terms of the work that have been done so far. If you come to Accra Sports Stadium, like I've always been saying that the focus is on Accra Sports Stadium, because regards to the Kitco Sports Stadium and the training pitches, we know that we are home and dry. We don't have any problem with these facilities.
Let's move away from football. We'll be back there. But now let's talk about the Youth Olympic Games and Ghana's contingent for the Games. We'll leave Accra for Argentina tomorrow for the Games, which begins next week. Now, Ghana will compete in athletics, beach volleyball, swimming, and weightlifting. Solomon Diafo will compete in the men's 400-meter races, hopeful of a medal-winning performance.
Everything is cool. Upon the way my coach is training me and all, the advice my president and teachers are giving to me, I know that if I go, I'll win the medal.
In terms of the pressure on you, looking at what Matabisa did in this same Youth Olympic Games, how are you dealing with that?
There's more pressure on me because there's a few days I'm getting so many calls. But if you go, what will you bring you to Ghana? So I know that, and I hope all the training I'm doing and I'm continuing doing, I know that I'll win the medal. All the 3 medals, I know that I'll not lose one. I'll bring one to home.
We'll be keeping our eyes on that now. Sandra Mensima Wusu will compete in the women's 58 kg weightlifting event, and the lady who started the sport just 2 years ago is confident of doing well.
Training is going on well by the grace of God. Yeah, we are still preparing.
Are you ready for the championship?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm very ready.
Oftentimes when we go for championship of this nature, we don't get to win medals. How sure are you that you win a medal?
Well, for now, I can't really assure of any medal for now because I don't really know the countries that I'm going to compete with. And so unless I get there. So if in case I'm able to gain a medal, then hallelujah. If I'm not able to gain a medal too, I'll make sure I get a good placement. I know I'm going to do well.
So let's do football now. And Bronga Hafo Bay's youth coach Innocent Yaboanum has made the 6th finalists selected by Arsenal FC and World Remit for New Future Stars youth coaching program. Now, Innocent, the founder of Madonna Sporting Club in Abasi in the Pru West District, is competing with 6 South Africans for the only slot to train as a coach at Arsenal Football Club in London.
I believe it will give me opportunity to build my capacity, learn from the best coaches we have in the world. You know, Arsenal have a very good youth development program when it comes to football. So I believe building my capacity will help me to help the children play professionally, especially play the Arsenal way, which I think is a very good way to develop children and nurture their dreams to reach their full potential. So it's all about impact. It's all about transformation in football and using football to lift people out of poverty and to nurture their dreams to reach their full potential. So it means a lot to me.
Let's do some boxing now, and we'll tell you about what's happening on the scene with Ghanaian boxers. Nathaniel Arthur captures this in the following report.
WBO Super Bantamweight champion Isaac Dogboe is expected back home in a few days. This return home comes weeks after his successful defense of his title against Hidenori Otake in Arizona, USA. Dogboe is firming up plans to return to school to pursue a degree in international relations and looks forward to combining this with his career. World title contender Richard Comey is still awaiting the announcement of a date for his much-awaited IBF title fight. The Ghanaian boxer is in New York training intensively and awaiting the date. Should this come off, it will be his first major break under seasoned promoter Lou DiBella, who previously worked with the legendary Ike Bazooka Quartet. Former IBO lightweight champion Emmanuel Tego the Game Boy has to shake off the emotional stress from a recent paternity scandal that hit him as he prepares to fight for the WBO Africa title in the coming month. Tego had the shock of his life almost a fortnight ago when he realized that a child he had fathered for more than a decade was not his through a DNA test. Tego needs to win this fight to better his ranking in a bid to return to world championship status. In terms of promotions, the next Azuma Nelson fight night comes off by the second week in December and will feature a crack bill similar to his 60th birthday fight night at the Bukum Boxing Arena. Before that will be a final rollout of the Boxing League from October 12, which will feature 26 fight nights and championship fights as well as an amateur league. This is also expected to provide a subsidized platform for promoters who otherwise have to put a lot into major events. You haven't heard from Bukum Banku in a while, have you? Well, Box Office Promotions have tried hard to get him to adhere to the contract he signed to fight Basti Samer in a rematch, but has been unsuccessful. From indications, it is unlikely that the once undefeated champion will honor the rematch, but at least Box Office Promotions is putting together a fight night in December that will see Basti Samer fight for the first time after knocking out Bukum Banku. That's your boxing.
Nathaniel Arthur. So, yes, Daniel, you know, there's Chelsea-Liverpool this weekend. Chelsea-Liverpool. Daniel, are you ready for this? Chelsea-Liverpool, you sure?
Is Chelsea ready for this? Are you ready for this?
I mean, Klopp was complaining about VAR decision, that it was wrong. I hope he's coming to the Stamford Bridge, his own VAR. What are you talking about? You played at Anfield and
it'll be a great game.
You played at Anfield and lost to Chelsea. And you were complaining about VAR. Really?
We will play a game tomorrow in the UC. That was Carabao Cup.
Now we have wonderful games.
Even the name is not nice. No. Carabao. You know, it sounds like
your man has not even won a Calabash Cup. your guy. He has not even won a Calabash Cup. So you must take Carabao serious.
Maurizio Sarri.
Oh, he just arrived. So it's a good weekend with great derbies, truly, across Europe to look forward to. Now, that Chelsea-Liverpool game will definitely lead the pack of a fantastic lineup there. Now, here is Joy Sports. Moses here with a wrap of the games to look forward to.
After shocking results in midweek, more interesting matchups to look forward to this weekend as capital rivals Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid meet for a 163rd time in La Liga on Saturday night, with the Bernabeu hosting the latest installment of the Madrid derby. Juventus, who have made a flying start to the season with their best point haul after the first 6 games since 1930 clash with Napoli, who on the other hand have also made quite an impressive start, sitting only 3 points behind the Turin club. Bayern Munich boss Niko Kovac returned to his Berlin roots on Friday, determined to show their midweek draw was no more than a blip when the Bundesliga champions play away to Hertha Berlin. Thomas Tuchel's unbeaten run in the French Ligue 1 could continue this Saturday when champions PSG travel to Nice. 3 days on from their eventful EFL Cup third round tie at Anfield, which the Blues edged late on, Chelsea and Liverpool do battle all over again, this time at Stamford Bridge, with 3 league points on the line on Saturday.
Right, that's a complete preview of games to come later. The locker room at 1:10 p.m. and we look forward to the start of Formula One. I mean, we've got the Russian Grand Prix upcoming this weekend. Now, Germany beat Turkey to host the Euro 2024 competition after a vote by UEFA's executive committee yesterday. The decision means Germany will stage the European Championship for the first time as a unified country, with the West Germany having hosted the 1988 tournament. With more on the story, here's the BBC's Alex Capstick.
It was the safe choice. Germany's strong track record in staging major international sports events, its world-class stadiums and modern infrastructure, enough to convince the voters. This was the 4th bid from Turkey and its 4th defeat. Despite urging UEFA to choose a new frontier, its plans to upgrade transport links and stadiums had been described as risky. The country's poor record on human rights had also been flagged in the evaluation report.
Golf now, and American Tiger Woods and Patrick Reed will play Euro's Francesco Molinari and Tommy Fleetwood. And this morning's 4 balls at the Ryder Cup in France. Now, the US are defending champions but have not won in Europe for 25 years and are hoping for a good tournament. Now, senior golf reporter Ian Carter has a preview to the unfolding spectacle.
Europe will blood 4 newcomers on the first morning, 1 in each of the matches. So a huge day for Jon Rahm, the Spaniard who'll partner Justin Rose in the top match against 3 times major champion Brooks Koepka and rookie Tony Finau. Rory McIlroy will shepherd Torbjorn Olesen against Dustin Johnson and Ricky Fowler. Debutant Tyrrell Hatton shares in an all-English pairing with Paul Casey, there against Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. And in the bottom match, Tommy Fleetwood partners the Open winner Francesco Molinari against the talismanic pairing of Tiger Woods and Patrick Reed.
Top 10. So let's get the activities for the weekend for you.
All right.
We'll start early tomorrow morning. Give us a time. Walk with Lexus Bill.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. After walk with Lexus Bill, you go home, you rest, you do everything, then you come back and we'll do the ooh la la la. You know what I mean?
Ooh la la la.
And can do video.
At +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. It's going to be just for 100 Ghana cedis. And this is brought to you by Joy FM.
Oh, just 100 Ghana cedis.
Rotary Club of Accra Airport and +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. And all the ticket sales would be supporting the Joy FM Sugar Project.
Yes.
It's a diabetes awareness and screening initiative. Now, the best part of Pop Chain is that you get to rep your school.
Yeah.
You get to rep your school. The old school bands, the Pop Chain era band. So, George, you need to rep for Presec.
No problem.
Groovy Eye for Presec.
Jackson.
And the fans will be there. Of course, Kwabuchi will come and carry the day, of course. Adisa St. John's, Agri Memorial. And Bumbaya is reuniting for this one. They're in town. I was there. I covered it when Carrie Bannerman entered, came down to Ghana. And of course, it's going to be amazing.
No. Okay, yes. So we'll be there. But let's say happy birthday to Benedicta Gansa Afol. Now, a very important birthday. So important. Benedicta Gansa Afol. And that's all good.
George, remember Reina Atto? I just got
Reina Atto, yes.
Information about Reina Atto.
What happened there?
Reina Atto is going to be George Adu Jr.'s flower girl. She'll be the flower girl at George Adu Jr.'s fire wedding. George, should I add the year for the wedding?
The year is not available because we are still, searching for the woman. And again,
so
there's a whole list
George's wedding. We have a flower girl. We have a flower girl. We don't have a. We have a year 2019. We have a flower girl. We don't have a bride. So
hey, I'm out of here. 1:10 p.m. locker room.
1:10 p.m. locker room. Awesome day, George. All right, we're gonna take these important messages and then stand.